Hello, everybody. We are back. Sorry about that short little hiatus. We just had to get ourselves together for the coming. Now, before we jump into the action, as per usual, Patreon, media, and sub goal. I don't think we settled on a 60 sub goal. Or wait, somebody suggested something. I thought it was a little ridiculous. Set up a ridiculous. I don't know. Something. We'll continue. A serious question about my beard? What is your serious question about my beard?
I'm just wondering, is the front of it naturally lighter than the rest of it?
Yes.
Or do you do that on purpose?
I am a natural blonde.
Wow.
Yep.
That's very exotic.
Yes. Neck beards are very thick and dark. But yeah, it's naturally blonde. I am naturally blonde. I've never dyed my hair permanently. Perfect. To the game. Actually, I gotta change the music. I'm fucking with you. Solemn bow. As you all begin approaching through the forest, it starts breaking, and you start seeing an incredibly large-looking wall. It's about 80 feet tall in total, with glyphs inscribed around it that are magically enhanced and glowing with a deep pulsation and hue about it. Ignatius starts walking you along the edges of this wall, and you start noticing it keeps a girth between the forest itself and anything else over top of it. And even as you are looking up, you can swear it looks a little darker inside, past the threshold of the wall itself. You continue along this edge, and you do take note that there are many different glyphs around here. Those of you who have spent any amount of time studying magic, I mean any amount, will notice that it has the different schools of magic outlined beautifully, the outskirts of this, being displayed predominantly and shown off as the holy symbols of this. Much in the same way as you approach to Selder and Fionn, you would see all of the large temples, deities, and all of the statues erected to them. In this place, they symbolize magic and revere it with the same level of devotion. As you all are walking past, do any of you speak Elvish?
I do. Gabe and N.
And Chase.
Anybody else?
Nope.
Rowan.
I can, but I'm not wasting this spell slot for that.
That's fair.
Like I'd speak Elvish.
That's also fair. As you are walking past, you do see inscribed underneath these glyphs are markings of different names, people who have been masters of that school in particular, as you pass by. The three of you that understand Elvish, roll me a perception check. Alrighty then. You do take note of the names, but you don't really process the information at all. You just see that they're revering all of the masters of these schools of magics very highly as you are moving through. Once you break out of this forest tree line, you come across the only section and landing in this entire place that is fortified outside of these walls. There is a large 80-foot wide, 20-foot tall platform with stairs rising up to it. This platform seems to sit on top of obsidian up to the walls themselves, where there is an incredibly large gate blocking entry or exit from anybody who is not welcome here. Adorned at the top of this wall, you can see that there's different creatures flying around, and immediately you all get into a little bit of a panic state. Oh, Rowan, you understand Elvish?
Yes, I do.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. You would take note that there are 3 individuals in particular that have interesting names. When you walk past the School of Illusions, there is one name underneath it, Pyro. When you walk past the School of Conjuration, there is a separate name, Leyland. And when you walk past the School of Necromancy, there's one name, Byron. These are the only 3 masters of those respective schools. All the other ones seem to have 3, 4, 5, 6 different names that sit underneath it. People revered as masters of that knowledge.
Okay, I don't share this with anyone.
Already. You look up at the large obsidian platform. Ignatius kind of motions to Kothar and Nolth or Gabriel to carry the cart up the stairs 40 feet to the landing. Once you get up there, you see this incredibly large-looking archway with a steel door emblazoned in. The steel door itself has intricate Gothic vinyls carved all around it that hide the glyphs that are protecting it very, very well, so that you know there is magic there, you just cannot easily discern it unless you get closer to read. There are 6 guards out front of this establishment, all of which standing at attention in very, very ornate and beautiful silver armor. 4 of them are elves, 2 drows, 1 wolf, 1 wood, 1 elf, 1 high. 1 appears to be human, and the last one appears to be Aasimar, as they all turn and look at you as you. The 1 drow steps forward and saunters over to the group. You see their visor goes even further past their eyes than everybody else's. Ignatius moves forward and kind of just subtly whispers to all of you, "All right, everybody, don't say anything. Hi, I'm Ignatius. Here's my papers. I work here." The individual snatches the papers from his hands and starts flipping. "You're the one with the failing magic shop. Is that correct?" Well, I don't really like using the word failing. That seems gratuitous. Or, unfortunate. "And who are all of they?" "Oh, these are my protectors to get back, you know, the woods." The elf walks over. I assume Gabriel and Kothar, you're probably in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was carrying the front of the cart, so.
So, we'll go over to you and
Gabe is
go,
helping.
"And who are the 2 of you?"
The mule.
"You found yourself some exceptionally stupid ones, haven't you?" "Well, I mean, they're big, they're strong, they get the job done." Continues walking past and starts eyeing each of you. He stops at Chase. Turns his head. "You have potential to understand the things that transpire past these." "Who are you?"
Smythe, John Smythe.
Smythe. Looks you up and down. Looks at everybody else in this group. "You all will have permits for 48 hours before you are expected to leave through the gates. Please hold out your left arms."
Almost does it.
My left to your left.
Your left. I try to make it simpler for you.
Gable.
Sorry, I'm just
Gable
big
looks.
and dumb.
Yeah, Gable looks at its arms, not sure which one to hold out.
And like
I'm
nudge
gonna
it.
point at his right arm.
And is trying to coax you, so you know you roll me a d2. One is left. Your other left.
Oh, okay. Gable holds out his other arm.
He rolls his eyes. And again, party, I apologize for how you will be treated here before you enter in. But he pulls out these shiny little orange long rods that kind of hook at the tops and bottom and slaps it against your wrist where it hooks around as a bracelet.
Going back to the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he does that to each of you. Snap, 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 snap.
All of us?
All of you, yeah.
Seems unnecessary. I say that Lauren says that out loud.
Your presence in the city seems unnecessary. However, since you were contracted for work, you have 48 hours before we expect you to.
And if he contracts us for more work after that?
Then your work visa would be extended.
Okay.
I'm sure he can
Okay.
explain it to you. I have more important things to do right now. Please, go inside. He stands aside and Ignatius kind of like pats you on the shoulder, Kothar, and goes, I said stop talking, please. Thank you. You have a good day. I'll be sure to send you a fruit basket later. Okay, bye.
I'll start pulling the cart.
And all of you start drifting into the city.
Mhm.
The moment you get closer to the doors, you watch as they shimmer and then open wide, allowing you all to pass through, and your bracelets begin to stiffen at your wrist, and then you see tiny Roman numerals appear on your bracelet. Those of you with an intelligence higher than 14, or 14 or higher, would understand that this is representing 48 hours. And every hour it will tick down, so you know how much time you have remaining.
Yeah. And
Does anyone in the party have?
14 intelligence?
Rowan.
Hi.
Rowan?
Yeah, isn't that surprising?
Rowan, you're the smart one! Everyone, rely on Rowan for everything.
We're screwed.
Communicate with these people for us.
Listen, Rowan is perfectly fine doing any task that is not druid related. It's canon at this point. It's only the druidy things that Rowan's bad at.
Yeah. It's not great.
survival. Like finding
Definitely lay some shingles.
places, sure.
But anyways, as you all
Extract information from worms, not so good.
As you all step through very large gates, you're immediately hit with a very cool, comforting air. Much cooler than it is outside. The humidity seems to dissipate immediately. And it almost feels like there's a soft wind blowing against you at all times. Sorry. I was getting distracted. As you feel that wind emanating, you look up at the sky and you see it is filled with stars, but when you look out past the gate, you see that it's still a little bit daylight out right now. God damn it, Wyatt, message me. Thank you, but message me. It's beautiful in here. The buildings all seem to be color coordinated in this region. Different streets are different colors, and the walkway you walk on is this dark brown brick that is laid perfectly with a glossy finish and tiny little gems imbued all through it. You easily pick up who the guards are that are moving through here. Individuals with silver and black plaided armor, marching through. All of the armor looks heavy upon them, but upon closer investigation looks very thin and light against their bodies. Some of them are adorned with shields and weaponry, others walking with staves as they are marching through city streets. Everybody in here seems to be wearing different colors as well, to discern exactly what they do inside of what their purpose they serve here. Though there are a great number of individuals who do not sit within that status quo either. It is very common to see people walking around in white robes, red robes, black robes, gray robes, as well as people wearing more common but elegant looking gear. Notably, nobody looks poor to the naked eye. At least that you can discern easily. Everybody, welcome
Chase
to
is
Deep
going
Yard.
to try to. Oh yeah. Chase is going to try to pay attention to see if he can get any clues as to, and just take note of what everyone's wearing and how they're acting and behaving, so that if later on he needs to change.
I'll say roll a... insight check? Sure, insight check. 22. You're going to be piecing it together as you walk through the tunnel, but you are now thinking in that. Ignatius stops and starts donning a red robe. Kind of like pulls it over top of him and... Oh.
Why are you putting that on?
Oh, it's to show my status. Also, it matches my complexion.
Indeed.
At least part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody, welcome to Deep Yard. Do you want to see my shop?
I'll have to take you there anyways, or are you pulling the cart to the rest of your...
Oh, no, I can just have my mage hand do it. He whirls and the hand starts dragging the cart.
Oh, he's mage hand, can pull the cart.
Nathal gets a shit-eating grin on his face and looks straight towards Kothar. Like he has a big shit-eating grin.
Yes, his
Light-ass
mage hand
cart.
could have pulled the cart the entire time.
Yep.
Hey, it's workout, right?
Sure.
Making sure you're worth your weight in gold, big guy. And he just pats you on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
So, you start wandering through the city streets, and you can tell all of this is laid out kind of like a factory. There's one large street that starts aiming towards the center of this villa and area, and then there's circular streets that all stretch out, but they're spaced out perfectly, as if the person who is the architect of this place has severe OCD. The same number of buildings lie on each of the streets, though their sizes change in shape depending on what is necessary for this. You easily discern that several of these places look to be shops, though other ones you can't really easily tell unless you understand a magnitude of different languages. They utilize deep speech here. They utilize Undercommon, Elvish. Common is very rare to be on display, as it is the ugliest of the developed scripts to look at. Certain businesses even have infernal scriptures upon them as well.
Ooh.
Now, as you are moving through, you make it about 3 blocks into the city itself, and you all notice that you haven't gotten closer to the middle of the city, at least by your perceptions. What is this? I mean, kind of. Or Cordoba, one or the other. As you move 3 blocks, but you haven't gotten any closer, and then you turn left, kind of swooping around the archway. And once you start moving into that street, you realize it's not circular, it's actually pentagonal. This entire area is made as a hexagonal. Sorry, a hexagon. Now you walk inwards for about 5 buildings before Ignatius has the carts be drug all the way up to the gates. He unlocks the gates with a key he pulls out from underneath his robes, pushes it open, and the cart begins floating inside from the mage hand. He walks up to the door, opens it up, And as it opens, you see that lights are already on inside. He motions again. Come on, everybody. Hi, I'm back.
Go inside.
Stepping inside, this appears to be a fairly barren looking shop with many different shelves, mannequins, as well as weapon racks and armor racks. Notably, though, it seems very, very empty. As he moves in, he pulls out his bag of holding and starts hanging items around the shop in every place and direction. You hear from the back room, shit! Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Oh. Hello? Yes, I'm coming! Oh, god damn it. You all see a curtain get pushed out of the way, but none of you see a person. Until you hear the footsteps come out from behind the counter space, where you all look down at a 2.5 foot tall or a 3.5 foot tall halfling. Kind of looks up at each of you and just smiles. Or, sorry. He motions his head up towards you all, but keeps a hood pulled all the way down past his eyes. But you see a smile break out. Hi, Nacius, welcome back. Desmond, these are my good friends that I met along the road. Meet N, Kothar, Rowan, Nolth, Gabriel, and Chase. Notably, he doesn't point at anybody, but as he's saying that, this Desmond just waves at each of you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Very nice to meet you. And Anne will hold out their hand to shake his.
He just kind of like walks around you. Yeah, so did you get anything good on the road? Oh, it was nice to meet you too. Did you get anything good on the road? Your hand was like sticking down right in front of him and he just walks past you. Sorry. Desmond, he grabs his shoulders and turns him over towards you and says, stick out your hand. Why? What the? Oh! Ooh, you have nice nails.
You.
His head never looks up.
It was hell trying to keep them together during this trip.
He tilts his head. Ignatius whispers, yes, it was a fun. Oh, okay. Ha! Cool. Ooh. Very soft hands. You don't fight much, do you?
Not with my hands.
That's fair. Me neither. He keeps wandering through the area. Yeah, so do you mind hanging up everything wherever it goes? Here's the bag of holding. Yeah, sure. He hands him the bag that is literally bigger than him and goes, yeah, I got this, no problem. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to my humble little shop. We're not doing the greatest in the world, but we are eating.
Oh, well, you should have a spot.
Yeah. Which reminds me, while you're in town, I highly suggest that you stay here at the...
What?
The inns are not very welcoming to people who don't meet a specific standard.
Oh, yeah, this was what we were talking about before, right?
Yeah.
It's more like people who cast spells from their intelligence and not anything else. Right?
Well, I mean, they don't care how you use your magic as long as you're smart. They just like smart people. Yeah, people around here are kind of dicks. You hear the tiny halfling say, as like he's feeling objects with his hands, and then they just float up to where they need to go and get placed.
Yeah, the guard at the front was looking to get himself beat up a bit.
Wait, was that Gary today? Yes, it was Gary today. God damn it, Gary's such a dick.
Yes,
Sorry about that,
indeed.
guys, but I really think you probably shouldn't pick a fight with him. I hear he fights well. I've never seen. Just keeps wandering.
Desmond, I love Desmond. Ignatius, and in saying this in Infernal, if you need any help with like starting like a new trade network or something kind of up north from here, I have a few connections.
Yeah, we talked about your dad before. I did some work with him. Yeah, I
Mhm.
wouldn't mind
so-
as long as he can
Yeah,
get
I
his hand
can-
on some goodies. You know,
Yeah, I can write a letter and introduce you
That would
as
be
a friend. And so I don't want to impose, but if I can help a friend out, I'd be happy to.
and thank you. I appreciate it. Also, Chase, do you know anybody like super shady that I could get into business with too? Because, you know, I hear the criminal underground is thriving with people who want to buy goods.
I can keep my. Let me think on that. I might have an idea.
Well, let them know that they do have a discretion clause. Anybody who purchases from me, if the guards come here, I already have an enchantment that burns all of my paperwork.
That's nifty. I might need to learn that.
Oh, you should learn it from Dez. He's really good at those things. Yeah, I'm really good at burning things. No, that's not destroying things. Yeah.
So am I. I destroy things and knock myself out at the same time. So
Oh, multitasking.
yeah, exactly.
I like naps.
And
he keeps-
since we have 48 hours, we should probably.
Oh, I mean, yes, you have 48 hours. However, if we can figure out a way to get you an extended work visa, we just need to okay it with one of the guild artisans around here. Problem is, he doesn't really, well, likes me well enough, but just matters if he likes all of you.
What's not to like?
Oh, I think you're all lovely people, but you know, people here are really uptight.
Inside
about it.
check.
Go for it. This man has never lied to you a day in his life, as far as you
course
can
not.
discern.
Aw.
This man is clearly a charisma-based caster. But yeah,
well,
he seems to honestly believe that he likes all of it.
I mean, trying to think of what skills we'd have that would be valuable to a guild. I mean, I can.
Oh, he's just an artisan. We have to convince him that you're valuable to me. That's all we have to do.
Oh,
That's the only way to get you a work visa. But there is a test you have to pass in order to do. And it's a
Okay.
written exam.
I make a
Excuse me.
tea and coffee.
Yeah, it's a written test.
Written-
Kind of like a
In, like-
trial, like you talked about before, but on paper.
What language?
Depends what he's feeling that day.
Oh God.
I hope it's Elvish, because, you know, he's an elf.
Interesting.
So, before we do anything, Dez, tell me which one of these buffoons is the smart one. Do you all mind if I touch your hands?
Chase
Good.
He holds
mumbles
up
to
his
himself,
hand
"You
out.
got this. You got this," and casts guidance on himself.
You're guiding yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. As you cast that, he kind of like cocks his head to the side and goes, "Oh, hey, you can do that. Cool." Grabs your hand. Oh, you're pretty smart. I mean, passingly smart, I think. Chase, your score is 13?
It's a 12.
12. I mean, that's about this intelligence of like an 8th grade. Okay. He lets go of your
Not-
hand.
Not too bad. I left school at 3rd grade, so thank you.
Yeah, good job. Congratulations. Goes over to you, Gabe. Give me
He
your
holds
hand.
his
Ooh,
hand out.
you have a big grip. Wow.
Thank you.
Do you moisturize?
I did not hear that as grip.
Yep.
It was grip. But he like rubs the top of your hand. Do you moisturize?
No.
Yes.
I don't know how the back of your hand is so. Good job. And what's your score?
10.
Yeah, no offense, but they would label. Drops your hand, goes.
Mine's 11.
Ian. Yeah. Drops your hand.
You don't
goes
have to tell me.
Goes to
I thought-
Kothar.
12.
Oh, hey, you're passingly smart, at least. I mean, for functional use. That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, he's higher than me.
Well, I can't really tell his height. He walks over to Nolth. What the fuck? You have claws? You should really trim those nails. Nolth, what's your intelligence score?
We lost North a while back.
Oh, like lost. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he message anybody or?
Hey, gotta go now to work. Good luck, guys.
Oh, okay.
He said that
It was in Discord.
at 5:55. And in the other chat, too.
Okay. He touches his hand and goes, "Okay, nope. Okay, sorry about that. Nope." Goes over to Rowan, grabs your hand, and goes, "Ah, you're pretty smart.
Yep.
Cool. You'll be taking the exam.
Do we get snack breaks?
If you ask really nicely, he let me take a snack break, but then again, I got done the exam in 5 minutes.
Okay, well, do I have to take it?
If all of you want to stay in Deep Yard longer than 48 hours.
Okay, fine.
By the way, your stick is like a very magical thing. That is really cool. Can I
Thank you.
touch it?
Yes, you may.
All right, he takes it, grabs it, and starts like twisting it between his hands. Wow.
That's it.
He just keeps staring at it.
Are you done?
Shoot, just a minute, And he's just standing there holding it with both of his hands.
Oh, he's doing fucking Identify.
Yeah.
He's ritually casting Identify. Oh my god.
Rowan would not know.
Yeah. So about
while
10
he's
minutes
doing
go by.
this-
Yeah.
In would ask Ignatius for some parchment to write a letter.
Oh, sure. Just basic parchment. That's.
Yeah, just a regular letter.
Ooh. I'm gonna teach you a thing. I've been working on it, okay? So,
Okay.
give me 10 gold.
You have all of my money.
Oh.
No, actually, nope, you don't have all of it. Here's 10.
Yay! Your first lesson is never give people money before you know what you're getting. I'm fucking
It's-
with you.
Yeah, I know.
And he brings you
Look.
to the back room and he starts teaching you a way of writing on a piece of paper that it is attracted to flames, so that if you get a full specific way of writing it, you're able to send it to somebody who also understands how to do that, as long as you throw it into a fire.
Okay.
So for 10 GP, you can. You are a Volstrucker in the other game, aren't you?
Yeah,
So you
I
understand.
know this.
But the only
Yeah.
person you can send it to is him. For now. So about 10 minutes go by and he hands it back up to you, Rowan, and goes, "Wow, that's really cool.
Yep.
Thank you." He goes back to putting things back on the shelf.
Did I get a regular piece of parchment?
Yeah.
He's gonna write a letter to their dad.
Yeah. Ignatius seems very overzealous that he has another tiefling that he can teach things to.
Mm-hmm. And is just as excited about having a tiefling that
Because there's not enough of you in the world. Not enough
Yeah.
tieflings. More devils need to have sex with more mortal. You know, that's...
You know,
I know a really good fanfic.
Oh God. Woo! Okay.
I'm gonna need that link.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
got you.
As long as it has nothing to do with Lucifer, we're good. But yes.
That's Rowan's fanfic.
Well, Rowan's apparently smart enough, so.
That's right. Rowan would write that fanfic.
Already. But as he's kind of floating things around, placing them wherever, Rowan,
Yeah.
you notice, like, periodically he has to, like, raise his head a little bit to, like, aim up at something, and the hood falls back very slightly, where you see these blue trace markings around his cheeks etched into his skin, kind of like indents and cracks in his skin, but it's light blue and glowing. Ignatius comes back out and goes, so, what would you all like to do? We have libraries. He can get you in. He's my employee. He's the smart one, you know. I'm the face. He's the intelligence. We're partners.
Why did you all say we were coming here?
Well,
You're trying to find that organization, right? Sorry.
we're trying to find the Darkened Society.
What were you
so-
saying, Gabriel?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we need to find the Darkened Society. So, how do we find a bunch of assassins?
I mean, maybe they'd be at a bar?
Well, they want to kill Gabriel, right?
Yeah. And, tieflings.
Yeah, killing tieflings is not really going to be a thing here. Probably should have mentioned that. It's illegal to spill our blood in these streets.
Tell me more.
It may awaken some great evil beneath the ground that'll swallow this entire city up within it. Supposedly.
No way.
I mean, that's what they tell me. Or, let me correct myself, that's what I convinced everyone else.
I knew we'd be good friends.
Yeah. So now the guards are
Is
very
it
careful.
even like a drop of blood? Or just like
I
a
don't.
drip?
It's a lie. They just think it.
Is it though?
Yeah. I mean, unless by me saying those words, I magically conjured some type of unknown terror beneath the city streets of Deepyard. Terrorize everything if they so harm me. I mean, I'm not
You
that
came up with
powerful.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant it was an actual thing established by the
No.
city.
Well, it is. Now.
Oh,
Yeah, see, a lot of the people here are like insanely smart, but they're pretty dumb.
they're not wise at all. Gotcha.
Yeah, they lack that. A lot of them. Not the guild artisan though. He's pretty smart.
Well,
What time of day is it?
Oh, well, while you're in Deepyard, everything is going to appear around dusk, perpetually. Or a little bit after dusk. It just cycles between those hours because we have such a large, kobold, goblin, and drow population here. We wish to accommodate that. But I think right now it's like midday.
And when should Rowan take this test?
Oh, well, if you guys want to go over there and meet him now, I mean, I can make your introduction.
All right. I mean,
sure.
I'm not getting any smarter. I still do it.
We also don't want to, get caught up in something or caught by something and then, run out of time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's a good call. I mean, on a good note, if you have those bracelets on and time expires, the guards will immediately come after you. They'll be able to find
Great.
you.
If I do well enough on this exam, do I get to take this bracelet off?
I mean, they'll update the bracelet.
I'm really not a fan of the bracelet.
I mean, you have to talk to him about that. I've never employed somebody before because I've never had somebody who is willing to work for me for free.
All right.
Cool. Des, please take them. Everybody, toodles. Have a good time. I'll be here. And he sits down in a large beanbag chair, moves his feet up, and you watch as a table gets drug over to land right underneath his feet before they lower onto it.
I'll be outside.
The postmaster.
I'm sorry?
Where's the postmaster, Ignatius?
Ask Desmond any problems you have.
He's done.
Yeah, that's right. He's coming with us. Never mind.
Yeah. Desmond just starts walking outside and goes, all right, guys, I walk really quickly, so you gotta keep up. He's walking at a standard pace for a normal-sized person.
It's not bad.
Of course, Kothar and Chase, you're slowing down a little.
Yeah.
All right, Postmaster, without raising his head, just points. Over in that direction, you'll find a red box. It kind of looks like a birdhouse. Open up the directional, or the opposite directional box to it, or that you wish to send it to. What direction are you sending it?
The Umbridge.
Okay, I've never seen a map before in my life. Can you tell me where that is? Directional.
It's north, right?
Umbridge is directly northeast-ish.
Okay, so northeast-ish.
All right, cool. He walks over, points at one of the boxes. That one.
Okay, and it'll right into them.
All right, you open it, you place it down, you close it, and he goes, all right, now you have to put gold in there.
Okay, is it a gold?
Well, it depends how far you want to send it. Do any of you know how far Umbridge is to here?
I roll a.
Survival.
Yes.
Actually, I do.
It is 89 miles.
It's 89 miles.
Okay. So less than 10 gold, or less than 9 gold. What you want?
I need some help.
Just give her 9 gold. Give them 9 gold.
Thank you. Thank you for correcting yourself.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm once again asking for your financial support.
I'm here once again.
You get 9 gold and you put it into like a little tiny,
Thanks, Kothar.
like what do you call it? Like a coin slot machine. Just ding, 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 ding. You watch the thing just shifts opposite that direction, and you see the letter goes
Holy
flying
fuck.
off into the distance.
And just like,
Did it just shotgun your letter?
Oh, it won't be destroyed. They make sure it gets protected before they send it off.
that's incredible.
Interesting.
Well, people can't leave Deep Yard very easily, so we need to expedite our communication.
This is
Yeah.
fascinating.
The city keeps getting worse and worse.
I agree.
Rowan, you and Kothar are the only two that notices that Desmond has already begun walking away.
Where's he going?
Oh, we're going to we're going to talk to him. Dead. I'm sorry, you're the smart one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going this way, and he keeps walking.
Ron just stares at
We're
him.
not going to him, are we?
What? Yeah, I said we're going to him. This way.
Okay.
What's your last name?
Tiny.
Here's Chloe. You came to say hi.
Hey, Louie.
Hi.
Louie the puppy. You get her. Oh, that's not a puppy. That's... Hi, cat.
No.
Yes.
It's a kitty.
Hello, cat.
Completely different reaction.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm that asshole. I'm a dog person.
Well, that's okay. I'm just surprised that she just made an appearance.
Following Desmond.
Yes, but he did answer you, Rowan. His name is Tiny.
Tiny,
Yeah.
not tiny.
No, it's Tiny. Desmond Tiny. You know, because I'm
Okay.
short.
Yes, I can see that. I'm a smart one, remember?
Yes.
He started it.
He stops in the middle of the street, squats down, and seems to be just like stroking the air in front of him.
Where's
What?
some-
Like just hand across the air.
Okay. All right. Just.
Rowan will like inch closer to Kothar a little. This guy seems.
Why is he doing like a mating call in the middle of the
It's just,
street right now?
I hope it's for you.
oh god.
I hope it. I was thinking it might have been for you.
Oh God.
God.
I don't understand magic. All right.
Rowan establishes she has the type. Mischievous DM halfling.
And Ian's gonna like back up and be like, I've seen a lot of mating rituals, and this is not one of them.
Roll an insight check.
Sure about that one.
And
Can't wait.
Insight. Good lord. Oh, this is it.
he's kind of acting the same way that people act when like petting an animal. But there's nothing there.
Hey, Mr. Tiny,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm do
Familiar?
you see a dog?
No.
Okay, he stands up and starts walking.
Is it like
What?
somebody's
What?
familiar?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Okay.
Do you see? Do you think it'd be wrong if Kothar says to Rowan? Do you think it'd be wrong if I say, "Do you see dead people"?
I think you should. I think we need to make sure we're very clear.
Desmond,
Yeah.
do you see dead people?
I mean, sometimes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, kid.
What? No, that dog. It's probably maybe. I don't think so. Maybe.
You're like the most interesting person I've ever.
I'm sorry.
Who's he talking to?
And.
No, I mean, and I don't mean it like, I mean, I've met a lot of like people who like had like, you know, just the weirdest jobs or something like that. But like, just as far as just you, the way that you interact with the world is just very interesting.
Desmond. They like wizards.
What?
They have a thing for wizards.
Oh. He stops in the middle of the street, turns, directing directly towards you, N. I am asexual.
Oh,
No. It's not.
I find you entertaining. You are a nice person, and people like to say nice things about you quite often. But no,
I
thank
think-
you.
I think that means he's not interested in.
He turns and keeps walking.
your advances are not welcome here.
Lay off.
Don't
and-
worry, I'm used to it. It's fine.
And
Oh,
for
and
shame.
He's a snack. Why wouldn't you go after him?
He's a snake. Oh my God.
Bite size.
Snack for you, Kothar.
Fun size.
Not for you, En, apparently.
No, God damn it. Now I'm just gonna have to like find someone who's not a wizard in Deep Yard, and
Good luck with that.
Let's switch it.
to you guys, like, wizards are not my only thing.
So-
Warlocks?
Where? He looks around.
And just kind of like,
Points at Nolf.
yeah.
He keeps moving his head side to side.
Big guy. Big guy's dumb. It's alright.
I don't understand. Okay.
Is there like a place in Deep Yard that you could get like in trouble?
Yeah.
Like a somewhere that Ignatius would frequent to get in trouble?
Oh, are you asking about the he wanders up to you and just like as if he's trying to whisper but as loudly as he was talking further away, the brothels?
Oh.
And you get a
Interest
handful of
peaked.
people looking over at you and
Interest peaked.
And in switches to Infernal. Do you speak Infernal?
yeah, most people here do.
And then in switches to Primordial. What about Primordial?
Give me a second. And he just starts tracing magic in the air. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Oh. Well, you need to ask him. He never took me. I've never seen the appeal.
Oh, well, that would go along with the asexual thing.
He's smiling as he said that.
Yeah, so I appreciate the delicacy with which you handled the rejection, but
It's fine. You'll find somebody. Pat you. Oh, you have hairy legs.
it's fur.
Oh. It's soft. Turns and keeps walking.
Goodness. Calm yourself. I just woke her up.
It's fine. But he keeps walking through the streets, and all of you are stuck following him because you have nowhere else to go right now. Periodically, he does stop, look over at the side of the street, and then ask you guys, do you see that there? Which every time is no. Okay. Keeps walking.
Poor guy.
Eventually, he, like, stops in the middle of the street. Guys? Is there a dragon?
No.
There's no dragon.
No, Desmond.
There's no dragon?
There's no dragon. There's no dragon.
Wait, are you
Desmond.
here? Are you here? Wait, I can't see you. Okay, you're here. Alright, good.
Just touch him.
Just, and keeps walking through the streets.
Oh my god.
Poor guy.
Where is he taking us?
Do you ask him?
Desmond, where are you going?
Yes, go on.
Oh, wait a second. Did Ignatius ask me to take you guys over to meet Lucian?
He said to
What?
the
To
instructor.
take Ted?
Yeah, yeah, that's okay, cool. Good. Then we're on the right way, don't worry.
It's gonna be right next door, isn't it? We've just done a circle around this entire town.
No, we have to go to the higher district.
The higher district.
Is there like a subway?
We're
or-
fucked.
No.
People live higher learning.
No, they don't do that on the city streets. It's indecent exposure. That was... That...
It's metaphorical, not literal.
Okay, I'm learning those. I'll get it one day.
Although, Kuthar, brothel run?
Yes. Yes.
Has Gable knows the brothel being an expert on it?
No, roll me a survival check.
Survival check?
For you, this is a survival check.
Okay.
It's how you survive in the streets.
Mm-hmm. You haven't noticed one yet, but the moment you walk past one, I will be sure to let you know.
Okay.
Cool. So, you keep wandering, and you're like zigzagging around the the hexagonal streets, walking down more larger streets in the middle and going down other streets to go down again. And you all feel like he's taking you a very, very difficult direction when you could just walk down the street.
Right.
And
Climbing
after
over
about...
trash cans.
No, these are all streets. They're...
Okay.
Yeah, it's streets. Businesses and homes reside here. Moving past all of them, after about half an hour of walking or so, you realize that you've gotten much closer towards that center of town you saw before than when you were at the previous street. Kind of like an optical illusion type of feel. And it's at this point that he continues walking down the street directly, and all of you start getting very interesting looks from the guards. Everybody in this area, aside from guards, seems to be wearing a gray or red robe.
Wait, I have red pants on.
Yes, you do.
I am red.
I am red. It's like even
Guys, come on.
it means even more. It's fine, they're with us.
And as you're moving through, one of the guards kind of walks over and goes, "Excuse me, Desmond." "Hi. How you doing?" "Who are these people?" "Oh, they're here on a work visa. Here, show your wrists."
Rowan
Or-
sticks her wrist out.
Let's put it out.
Did you guys show them? Yes, they
Mhm.
showed them. Alright, good. Sorry. So, why are you all here? Your boss, co-founder, does not have papers for this. Actually, technically we do. If you look over Article 47, Chapter 3, you'll be able to find on the third line that any person who wishes to conduct business here directly, all they have to do is get a work visa officiated by one of the guild artisans and leaders in their craft. Everybody else, aside from Rowan, after hearing that, just goes, "What the fuck?" Rowan, you kind of follow. Like, you're like, "Ah."
It's just like eyes glazed.
And the guard looks down at him.
Rowan's an ingenue.
The guard looks down at him, goes, "Are you giving me a condescending look? Because I can't tell." I apologize, sir." "That's no problem. Please move." And you all start walking.
I love him.
Kothar, you get a message in your head. Says, "Turn to him and say, 'Yeah, boy.'"
You just got articled, boy.
Yeah,
Excuse. Close enough. You'll get there. It just keeps walking. Wait, you get like 30 feet away from him and he stops. Turns back towards everybody. "Who did I message there?"
Kothar.
"You're the big one, right?"
Yes.
Okay, cool. Turns and keeps.
Hey, Mr. Tiny?
Yeah. Oh, you can just call me Desmond. I don't like being called tiny. You know,
Oh, okay.
inferiority complex.
Sure, yeah. Desmond,
Yeah.
do you like wear glasses usually, or?
No, they don't help.
Oh.
I'm blind.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you not pick up on all my blind jokes? I've never seen it. I can't tell. I really need to work on my sense of humor.
Well,
No, you're fine. They just go over Rowan's head sometimes.
But why? I'm so
I'm
little.
not used to people.
Oh, that's fair. I'm not used to talking to people that are actually here.
That's what?
Let's just overlook that for a second. Not here. Not here.
Wait, you are here, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
We are literally here.
Right.
Cool. So.
To
Yeah? Oh, you have questions. Okay. He waves his hand and you watch as a tiny chair appears and he just sits on it. In the middle of the street.
Is this supposed to answer our questions?
if you want to ask, I'll answer. I'm pretty honest. Well, I just
mean-
summoned a chair. You can ask questions.
I guess Kothar asked it earlier, but like, I mean, do you see or talk to dead?
Oh, I don't talk. I talk to them. It's weird. Yes, but I don't talk to them when they're dead. At least I don't think so.
When do you talk to them?
Whenever I see them.
Do you know when you see them?
Oh yeah, I see them.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, do you know where they're at in their lives when you see them?
No, I just see them, and then I need somebody else to tell me they're not really there for me to know that they're not there. Because sometimes I forget I can't see.
Oh, yeah.
You should see me try going grocery shopping. It's a hoot. It's fun. It takes me like 8 hours.
I can
Why
imagine.
does he make you do the grocery shopping?
Well, I like getting out in the town and seeing things. Fun.
Well, if you ever need any help when I'm in town, let me know.
Sure.
And he's not interested.
Oh, wait. I see. I can't tell when people are flirting either. I'm sorry.
Desmond, you're a
It's a-
perfectly lovely person. I'm
Thank
not
you.
flirting.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's sure. Yeah, you can say anything. It's fine. It's cool. I won't be offended. You're fine.
It's really just
Okay,
a natural,
Bigsby
energy
and I
that comes
need
off
another
of them.
drink.
It's a natural energy that comes off of them.
They're very
Desmond,
charismatic.
So, yeah, very, very
Bigsby, are
charming.
you still here?
You don't get a response.
Ever I needed freaking a drink.
Oh, if you want a drink, there's a bar right there.
Okay, give me a second, guys. and I'll like just.
You walk over to the building, you open the door, and you look inside, and it appears to be a family sitting at a table. It turns and looks.
Sorry.
To home.
Mine just closes the door.
It's a home. Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, I need like a double drink.
Ben's
Oh,
having
didn't
a
you just
rough
get one from
day.
the bar?
That was a house. Somebody's
Oh. Oh, that used to be a bar. Okay. Stands up and keeps going.
Gabe gives her
Them.
a bottle of bottle of whiskey.
and they just hold it. Sip, and, like,
I
hold
dare
it.
any of you to make sense of Desmond. I dare you.
And Gabe pats her on the back.
Them.
Them on the back. It's all right.
All right, Desmond.
There's,
You got
there's
this.
just a
Let's
lot
go.
of process.
And I'm going to cast guidance on Desmond.
Ah! Oh. Why'd you touch me, though? That's... You're supposed to ask people before you touch them. Wait, is that a cultural thing here, or everywhere?
Here.
Okay. Sorry, just so you know, here you should ask people before. Almost everyone here knows Hellish Rebuke.
It just kind of like looks up at Kothar like, please help.
I'm just gonna take the whiskey out of their hand. Give me that.
Oh.
That's my
You don't need
emotional
this.
support bottle.
You don't need this. You'll make bad choices.
Anyways. You walk for about 10 minutes, and Gabriel, you do take note as soon as you're in this much higher looking district, the much finer and refined one, that some of the buildings are outlined and labeled as what they are, just in more intricate writing. And you do find an establishment written in beautiful elven calligraphy that is called the Bent Hook. That you kind of see the people lingering around it. You smell the stinky, cheap perfume in the air. And you go, that is a brothel.
in. Gabe kind of grabs her shoulder and points. Brothel.
Cool. Pinpointing that later.
Did I hear him mention that to them?
Probably. Gabe's not
I
a
take that
particularly
down.
stealthy.
I take that down in my mind.
Try to remember their names this time.
Yeah. The bent
I didn't
hook.
say
It's right
anything.
there. It's the bent hook.
Oh,
I never said anything. I just mentioned I'm taking it down in my.
I think that was
Never mind.
to me.
Oh.
It was-
no.
No, it was
No.
to
It was to
Kothar.
me.
Here's the
Oh,
Kothar.
Because Kothar didn't remember the first time in Umbridge.
And Gabe gave him shit about it.
that's fair. Anyways, you walk for a few more minutes before you find a grandiose-looking building that takes up the majority of the street. There are only two other smaller buildings on either side of it, and it's made out of a red and brown-looking stone area. Out front of it, it says the Artisans Hall. As you kind of go walking over there, you see that there's an incredibly long line of people waiting out front of it. There appears to be about 17 people, some of which with wares, some of them with goods, just waiting out front, either to turn them in or start up a company. Desmond walks up to the line, goes, all of you stay there, wherever you are. Goes wandering up.
God,
kind of-
if only we had like a. No, you're good.
No, say what you were saying.
I was just gonna say, God, if only there was like some way we could get all these people to leave, like just start coughing everywhere. I think it's like a plague or
Right.
something.
Are
Oh,
you COVID-19 being it?
Aw,
Yeah.
now I just got demonetized.
Did it? I'm sorry.
No, for saying the word COVID, you get demonetized now on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't
You
say
really?
it.
Yeah, just saying the word. Unless you are one of like the 12 official sources that are allowed to say it,
Wait,
you're immediately
timestamp this.
demonetized.
Timestamp it, and then just bleep it out.
We're good. I don't make money off YouTube anyways.
Is it like to stop the spread of misinformation or whatever?
That's the claim, yes.
Yeah.
What the real purpose is, I don't know, but that is the claim that they put out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a COVID thing.
Oh, you're good. I don't make money off it anyway, so I don't give a fuck. I can say whatever I want. Within reason. But anyways, he walks up to the front area where you see that there's a very large looking half-elf just like pressing their muscles upwards in front of people, and the individual kind of drops to a knee, starts looking at him.
And
Looks-
pokes Gabriel and like points like, "Hey, you make fun of me for Desmond. Look." At the half, like muscular.
The half-elf looks over at all of takes a step back. Desmond wants. He says that out loud as he's. All right, guys. They have a meeting scheduled for us. We just got to get everybody in the streets out of the way. Stay here. He goes over to the line.
Should I just go pick them up and move them?
He's standing next to the line, facing it, then drops on all fours and starts screaming, "The Beholders are back! They're back! Ah!" And he just does that for like 2, 3, 4 minutes before most people just get tired of it and walk away.
Oh my god.
I like his style.
Then he stands up and comes back over here. All right, yeah, they're gone now. He can get in line.
How'd you know there were people if you can't see them?
Oh, I don't see. Boo does.
Oh.
Goes back over. He kind of marks the place in the line that he sits. All right, guys, come on.
And follows.
One of the people looks back at him. Desmond, did you actually see something that time? You'll never know.
God.
Why did Syra have to run off Desmond? love him.
He is literally one of my favorite NPCs, and no group has ever tolerated him longer than 5 minutes. I don't know why.
So we're all.
Yeah, you're waiting in line currently.
All right.
You see a fairly sizable-looking half-orc holding a large basket in front of them that's covered with a blanket. It has like protrusions sticking out of it. Further ahead past them, there appears to be a very, very old-looking halfling currently hanging out in front of there as well, but they have a tiny mechanical-looking object attached to a leash that seems to like slide forward whenever they move. And the only other person ahead of the two of you in line is a fairly energetic-looking human, just smiling a mile wide up at the two guards that are letting people in and out.
You know, do I really need to be in this line?
Well, yeah, if anything goes bad, you have to make sure you protect your friends, right?
Why would something go bad?
I don't know. Deep yard.
Goes in their pocket and pulls out that tarot card deck that they got forever ago and starts playing with it.
So about 5 minute intervals, people leave the office and the next person moves. So in about 15 minutes, the last person who is in front of you, the half-orc, wanders out, no longer carrying a basket, but carrying a wide grin on their face. And as all of you wait for a couple of minutes, and you hear from the inside, "All right, bring them in." The two half-elves move out of the way and gesture for you to walk through.
Guess we'll all go in.
The moment you get past the threshold, the hall opens up into a grandiose-looking mansion surrounding you. The pale white stone emanates in every direction with gold and platinum railings and different fixtures all around this estate. You see portraits of varying individuals along the walls in different areas that portray the businesses and the deals that this place has conducted in the past and history. Out directly in front of you, there is a large and long-looking table with 3 individuals seated at it. One, to the left, appears to be a very, very jolly-looking halfling, curly blonde, dirty hair, buck teeth, and just smiling. The one to the right appears to be a fairly sizable-looking orc, crossing their arms, just staring down at each of you. And the one dead center appears to be an elf, fairly old with bags under their eyes, starts of a receding hairline emanating, and looking up at all of you with very bored
Chase is gonna lean into Rowan and whisper, "You can do this," and cast guidance.
Thank you.
Anal subtle. Can I subtle cast an inspiration?
No, only spells.
Okay.
But you can
Only
whisper in her ear and be like, "You're great."
Anal, give Rowan a hug. Be like, "I believe in you. You can do this." And
Thanks.
Rowan's never felt so much love.
That's right. I feel so
Just a
supported.
very
Desmond looks over to you, Gabriel. "Is it because I turned them down that they didn't hug me?"
you want a hug?
Not particularly, no. I don't like touching people.
Okay.
Bless you. The elf leans forward in their chair. "You all have 5 minutes. Speak." First off, hi, Lucian. You look great today." You hear the other two chuckle, but the individual just leans against their palm. "Right. Awesome. Straight to business. We need these people here for a long-term work visa with us." "Why?" That's a good question. That one's really big, points at N. That one is really sweet talking and good at getting people to do things, points at Gabriel. That one is also really big, points at Chase. That one is kind of just like a chill dude, points at Kothar. And I don't know what that one does, points at Noth. And she's really smart, so she's going to help us with like books and things. Points at Rowan. Can all of you correct the order that he pointed you out in? Please.
Sweet talker here.
Group genius here.
I thought I was a sweet talker.
Oh, honey. Big guy. Points at Gabriel. Points at Nolth. Big guy. Chill dude. Points at Gabriel.
Yeah,
Not sure
Gabriel,
what he
your
does. Points at
title is
Chase.
Chill Dude. You are the one who's going to be helping with books and stuff.
Correct. Wait. Is he looking at me, Rowan?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. Move forward. You have to answer these questions appropriately. If you get lower than a 70%, then you are going to be banished from the work visa of permanence here in Deep Yard until you can file for another opportunity in roughly 6 to 9 months.
Oh my god.
No problem.
Please. He motions with his hand, and you see a tiny little desk appear, and it's one of those desks with like the folding arm that sits in front of you. It's the cramped little one.
Rowan will sit down in it.
Do they have snacks? Or water table or anything? Jared?
Oh, yeah, we do. The other halfling waves and goes, hi, and points over to the far wall. There's a meat tray. And cheese.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna go over and eat.
So, Rowan, you sit down and you look at this tiny piece of paper in front of you. And there is one question written on each page. The first question is, tell us the reason.
That's it.
Yep.
And I have a pencil or something?
Yeah, sure.
Is this the type of exam where I can look at all the other questions as well, or does it have a little stop sign on the bottom that I'm not allowed to turn the page?
Your passive would show you that there is not a stop sign.
Cool, I'm going to look at the other questions.
Alrighty.
Oh god, I'd get fearful if I saw the stop sign. Better not turn.
That's right. Oh, you're done.
Anybody with an
fucking
intelligence
turn
less
that
than
page.
14 immediately stays on page 1.
Yep. I can't turn.
Jesus.
Say things like I do declare and
I do-
they just sound fancy.
I do
Sound
declare
fancy.
that.
Therefore,
More so.
Henceforth- Okay. So do I
But
type
of course.
the answers back to you, Taro?
Oh
or
no,
do I-
you'll be saying it out loud.
Why
What
not?
color is water? Technically speaking.
Player talking. I freaking hate tests.
That's fair. Tests are the worst.
Oh god.
Now, for anybody watching, the questions are, tell us the reason why, How do you come here? What color is water? What the hell?
What is that?
I feel like somebody's dying, and I am sorry.
She's just got some. She got like inhaled like a bird.
Wait, was
Is
that
that
your
you
bird?
okay?
No, that was the dog.
Oh, is she okay? Stream stops. Is doggo good?
Initially, I thought it was Rowan's reaction to the question.
Right? I was like, damn. I didn't think they were that goofy. Okay.
She's okay. She went to get a piece of popcorn on the floor and inhaled a bird.
She got the
fart.
kernel in the back of the throat.
No, it was just better. It was just like, and now she's like all ashamed.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
She's not even looking at me because I'm laughing so hard.
Oh,
Baby.
that's okay.
Yay.
But anyways,
Yeah.
how do you come here? Or how do you come to here? What color is water? Which city do you hail from? What is the theory of relativity? You can get one
so
of these
pissed.
questions wrong.
God. Rowan's pissed and the player is pissed. Okay. I just say the answers out loud, Jero?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to answer the first question.
They all lean forward.
Starting off strong.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Rowan's going to try to look as knowledgeable and like stately as possible.
Do a performance
Tell
check.
us. Oh god, okay.
I think
Okay, passing. 10's good.
Okay. Tell us the reason why. Rowan will lift both her hands and say, "Why not?"
That was my answer. Don't get your own.
And she's
my
like
God.
trying to gauge him. Do they like? Am I about to die?
Roll an insight check. I mean, you definitely feel like you're about to die. You're taking a test. They're very hard to read.
choked on
Fine.
meat hearing that.
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
How do you come to here?
How do you come to here? And Rowan will just bow her head and state very firmly, from there.
Question number 3.
Jesus.
Would you like to make an intelligence check? Or a nature check, even?
Colors water.
Yes.
Yes.
Make a nature check, please. You know that water is not actually...
The player is insulted.
I'm just letting you know. Water is not actually...
Thank you. Okay. What color is water? Water has no color. What?
Question number 4. Which city do you hail from?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I typed what? It was meant to be water. I can't see my chat box because microphone, but...
Okay, I was like, am I supposed to be answering like Jeopardy?
No, I'm not doing that shit. I can't even keep track of that shit.
Okay.
Fuck that.
This is really stressful. Okay.
Don't worry, just everyone in the party is relying on you right now.
I know.
No pressure.
I'm like my butt muscles are super like tensed. I feel really stressed out. Okay, what city do I hail from? And Rowan will again put both her hands up and kind of look toward the ceiling and say, "From a city that is my own."
At that one, you see the middle chairperson roll their eyes.
Okay, well, he can seriously suck it. Can I give another answer?
If you would like. You haven't written any of these
Okay.
down. You're just declaring them out loud.
What? I thought I have to write them down.
No, you have the opportunity to write them down if you wish. Your final answer is
Oh,
written down,
but-
but you are saying it out loud to gauge their reactions.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. What is the theory of relativity? Rowan's not going to say anything out loud.
Okay. Would you like to give me an intelligence saving throw?
Yes. Let's see. A saving throw.
Yep.
Thank God.
Hey! So,
Oh my God.
you wrote
Okay.
that in for number 5. You
Okay,
change
so
your
I
answer
wrote
to
that
number
in,
4?
and I have to write the. My answer to number 4 is umbrage.
So you cross out the other one and you go.
I'll keep. I'll keep my answer to what color is water.
Yep.
How do you come to here? Okay, Rowan will just say through the magic wall in the woods.
Okay, so you're changing from here or from there.
Right. Yep. And then Rowan will keep her answer to the first one.
Very well. You hand it over. The 3 of them take the piece of paper. Room of delegation, please move on over. The middle chair one says. And all 3 of them crunch together and start debating your answers. And they look up, they look back, and Desmond kind of like wanders up next to you and goes, "No, did you get number 5? Because that's like the hardest one."
I think so.
Really?
I'm not very good at science.
Oh. There's only like 18% of participants ever get that one right.
That's not very many. I don't know.
Sure, you did great. Just like pat you on your forearm. All right, our delegations are done. You are smart enough to assist them in basic remedial tasks while here in Deep Yard. So long as you can sign over the right to these individuals and responsibility to yourself, we can give you an extended work visa of 6-month interval.
And Rowan will kind of raise her hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to know which ones I got right and wrong?
Yeah, you got 3 wrong. Number 3.
But I got all the other ones right.
Shockingly. And I mean
I
that
even
with,
got number.
you got number 5 right. I mean that as a compliment. You are far more capable than we would have discerned based off of your outfit.
I'm not very fashionable.
That's fair. Neither am I.
Hmm.
All right. He stands and like cracks his back. Ugh. You also take note that like The left sleeve falls down and there's nothing there, but there is like a floating glove. And moves back. All right. Congratulations. Please file the proper paperwork. I'll see you. The other two wave and gesture goodbye.
Bye.
Desmond kind of like pulls on your sleeve a little bit, Rowan.
Yes.
What is the theory of relativity?
I don't know. I don't remember. I feel like I blacked out when I answered that.
What happened?
That. What? Okay. He looks over at the buffet. Kothar, I imagine you have already eaten most of the meat. And you've probably eaten most of the cheese.
If there's fish, I didn't eat it.
That's fair.
Fish is for recreation. It's not food. It's basically a vegetable.
Ron Swan. And you've a large quantity of cheese, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
An unnatural amount of cheese for my size.
Well, congratulations. Rowan, Desmond continues walking around in here, gathering the proper paperwork and bringing it over to you. And he also hands you a white robe. Here you go, you can wear that.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Just so you know, everyone here is your responsibility. They're going to be signed underneath you.
Okay, like
How that feels.
legally my responsibility.
Well, I mean, if they do anything illegal, it's on you.
All right.
Ignatius doesn't sign contracts where he takes responsibility for people, so, you know. And considering none of them took the test because, well, I mean, no offense. Yeah. But congratulations! You have a 6-month work visa.
Ooh, we have plenty of time, which means I'll see you guys later.
Where are you going?
Yeah, we know how to get back to the.
Yeah, the bent hook.
Yeah,
I'll go with
Oh.
you.
Was that bookstore we passed?
it was a bookstore. And you know, Rowan. Now that you're a conscripted mage of Deep Yard, buying a new book is very important.
You know what? I would agree with that.
You should come with, Rowan. Come on.
I will.
Alrighty.
Jane will
Chase.
just message Kothar and be like, why?
Chase,
Yes.
Why not?
what would you like to be doing?
He'll go in with them for a couple minutes, and he'll go back outside and just
Yes.
watch people walking by,
Okay.
and try to understand more of the nature of the people and their clothing, so that he can blend in better later.
I'll send it to you. So, White. Sorry, 1 second. So, that's what white means.
Okay.
everybody who's watching, because I know that took a little bit of time, white is acolyte status. They understand the fundamentals and are under tutelage or work from a higher standing citizen. Red is the adept status. They function in society for the means of work or furthering knowledge outside of the traditional arcane means. Gray is a graduate status, proficient in a school of magic, and allowed to participate in combat freely. Black is unknown to you.
Okay.
As a note, Desmond is wearing black.
Jesus.
Yeah, black robes mean you're blind. Very common thing, you know, your first fireball, it's 50-50 if it goes through or not.
All right.
All right. Well, is there a bathroom I can change into this robe in around here anywhere?
Oh, it's a throw robe. You throw it over.
Great. I'll throw it over my furs.
Alrighty, I guess all of you are going to, where?
The library that we saw. B&H.
I know H&M's.
I think it's like the Bent Hook.
They have an
is what
H&M.
it's called.
Yeah, we have an H&M.
Oh God, we're gonna get young teenage.
Hen comes walking out. I'm poor again.
I'm still poor.
Yeah. All right. Well, books don't really do it for me, so good luck. Have fun. Dolth will follow him. I'll make sure the little guy gets home. All right. All right. All right.
That's pretty good.
Oh, if your accent's been changing a lot lately.
Yeah. Yeah. So you all wander over to the building. It is a 1 silver a head fee.
Sure, I'll cover. I'll just give a gold piece.
They charge us before we get to go in and buy books?
Yeah, it's a very exclusive.
The individual tilts their head at you, Rowan. Sure.
Shh. Which heads are they referring to?
Oh God, I knew you were gonna go there.
I was not.
The
I'm sorry.
thinking one. The thinking one.
Well, it depends on.
Okay, all right.
So you all wander in, paying the front desk, and you look around as it looks like a very relaxed, fundamentally correct and regal establishment. There are these big, gigantic leather chairs with intricate breast handles that people are sitting in, smoking cigars and drinking fine liqueur, as well as bookshelves that individuals are freely mage-handing, bringing to themselves, and just leisurely strolling and reading through. There's even a few places where people are seated on top of each other, just having a nice leisurely conversation, and periodically they will move to go upstairs. Gabriel, you've never been in an establishment that is this type of establishment, this high esteem.
So, Jero,
Yeah?
does Rowan really think it's a bookstore then?
That's your choice.
Does it look like one?
There are books.
Eh.
However, nobody seems to be purchasing books. However, people do seem to be handing money to one another and then heading upstairs.
Got it.
And kind of like look at Kothar with like a little bit of a glare. Rowan, this isn't a bookstore.
I don't know. It kind of seems like one.
I mean, you're buying books from one of
There's-
those service.
It's kind of a lounge, looks like a little bit, but this is for purchasing other things.
Like bracelets?
No.
Can't you smell it in the air? A nice.
And Anne will like
bookstore.
lean in real close and just be like, people are paying for sex.
Why is it
What?
a... Oh,
Aghast. I am
Oh.
dumbfounded that we'd come to something like this.
Kothar,
I am taken aback.
Just the Home Alone.
Scoff.
we have someone with us who is a professional in this field and is not degrading whatsoever. Rowan, if you would like to stay, you are welcome to do so, but I figured that it would only be fair that you know what you're walking into.
Well,
Thank you,
technically,
Em.
she's already in here. So
Jace is going to look at the bookshelves. Are the books more for the, obviously they're going to be for the intellectual, but are they like based on like history or poetry or just brothel related or anything?
Roll me an
non-brothel?
investigation. They have books ranging all across the spectrum of leisurely read up to scholarly knowledge and acolyte seeking information. Even down to the lowly levels for this place of religion. And you also notice some of the books as they are laid across the shelf outline a little bit of thieves' cant. Saying, open for business.
I'm going to Chase will cast Mage Hand, and oops, I just accidentally clicked that. He's going to cast Mage Hand and remove one of the books that has the thieves' cant.
Okay. You remove
Open it
it,
up.
bring it over to yourself, start flipping through it. You pick up that communication with an individual in here has to be done by placing books in a specific order on the shelf. So if you wish to deal with somebody, this is how they communicate in the open without people being the wiser. Because you move a book, you place a book, you move a book, you place a book, and you can spell out different things along the spines. Because it is all alphabetical.
Okay. Using Mage Hand, Chase is going to start rearranging the books. And you can move on to someone else, but yeah, he's going to start rearranging the books, letting him know that he's
Gabe,
looking.
what would you like to be doing?
I'm just scanning the area, taking N's lead.
Ready? And what are you doing?
Sorry, I had a doggo emergency. Have we figured out how, like, so the books is how you
Thieves
make
can't.
the request?
Well, no, that's thieves can't only. That none of you realize this. This is
Okay.
a chase exclusive.
Chase exclusive. Okay. So relationship with men have not been the best lately, so what kind of ladies are here?
You look around, and there seems to be people from all manners of walk of life, highly esteemed, standing upright, wearing very nice, very regal-looking clothing. And notably, unlike some other establishments, the clothing is perfectly cleaned, pristine, and well-created and mended. Everybody seems to have incredibly lovely, well-kept hair. Everyone seems incredibly clean, much as the entire city did. It's very shocking, but they have people from all walks of life. And as you're kind of scanning through, you have a half-elf wander over to you. He smiles and goes, have a drink.
Yes.
Very well.
Very much so.
He brings you over to a little seat, sits down beside you, and just starts having a conversation. This is an establishment where you don't just go, I want you, and throw money. It's you have to talk, and they have to accept you. If they don't want you, they won't take you.
Right.
But it's also a place you can easily tell is going to be very expensive.
Gotcha. Because Inn's running low on money. Does Inn have a kind of an insight on how much it would be?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. You know what? Considering how Inn's life has been going for like the last month, I'm going to use my DM.
Go for it.
Perception.
The important things. 18.
Oh my
Good
God.
call. Good call.
If you could use it in real life.
Depending on the individual, it's between 3 and 5 gold.
Okay, Inn's got 5, so we're good.
All right. You haven't seen anybody more expensive. But as she's sitting there, she goes, "So, where do you come from?"
Umbridge, actually. It's a little town north of here.
Yes, right outside of the mountain range, right?
Yeah,
Large port town.
it's a trade center. Yeah, that whole.
Oh, I apologize. I've never traveled that way. You don't mind if I drink tea, right? I prefer the aroma.
No, go right ahead. Is that Darjeeling?
Is little honey.
That's it.
You can call them N.
She turns over towards you
Okay, I'm not there.
and just smirks.
I'm not there. I am not there. I'm not gonna talk out of turn. I'm muting myself.
So, what brings you to Deep Yard?
Work. Helping out in a shop.
Oh, so you're here with Avise? Oh, looks over at Rowan. You must be working with her, huh?
Yeah, subcontracted kind of thing.
I've never seen her around here before. Is she new?
New, yes.
Oh, wonderful. They haven't taken on somebody new in about 12 months or so.
Really?
Yeah, the new.
No, she was very proud of passing the test. So.
Well, here, bring her. Oh, excuse me. She motions at you, Rowan. Would you like to sit down?
Sure.
We're having tea.
Oh, what kind?
We have many different flavors here, but I prefer the darker.
Don't be
Alright.
awkward. Go.
Right?
Ronald, like, sit down very stiffly.
So you kind of like have to sit in one of the large leather chairs, like kind of like squat into it. That's a little big for you, but she just, crosses her legs, leans her feet against the leg of the table. So I heard you just got accepted with a work visa. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Do you work here full time, or do you have like a side gig, side hustle?
I don't actually.
Oh, okay. You're just hanging out for fun? I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
It's fine.
This
It's a
town.
leisurely club. I come here to network with people who seem to be of open mind in general. You find people are much more honest when they're in the throes of temporary love. Or at least I do.
Oh. And Ronald just kind of look at N.
I'm sorry if that disappoints you. I'm curious about new people.
Oh, no. Nope. Just taking it all in.
They
So
said
it's like
they
talking to the one person who isn't.
maybe not the one, but one of.
N.
I mean, it's not that it's a no, it's just that she's not a working person.
Gotta work for N.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where are my manners? My name's N.
N. Meaning the mistress of androgyny and perseverance over sexuality. Beautiful name. She stretches her hand out. My name is Julia.
Julia, pleasure. And it's just like,
You've never heard that before in your life. You're like, what? And she turns to you. And what's your name?
Rowan.
Pleasure to meet you. She shakes your hand.
You too.
This is a lovely little establishment, though.
yes, I'm quite impressed.
Comfy places, good chairs. You can rent the bedrooms for hours or days if you wish, and not even need a person. Just rent the room. Very lovely here. So, are you planning on attending the academy, either of you?
I might. I haven't really made up my mind yet. Just got here, so
That's fair. Keep your options open. There'd be a lot of people trying to poach you for quick business opportunities. Be mindful of that. Stay sharp.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course. I don't like people who try taking advantage of those of us who are not the esteemed class. She smirks.
Does that happen a lot here?
Oh, of course. They're always seeking after those of us that they think are less valuable in the minds of the mages, and try to manipulate us into doing cheaper work and labor without getting our just desert.
Oh.
That's why I decide to come here where they are at a severe disadvantage to me.
And just like, it's like, I know that trick. Mhm.
Rowan has no clue what's going on.
Rowan, people who tend to be incredibly smart also tend to be incredibly awkward in situations like this. So if you're comfortable flirting and playing the social game, that's your advantage.
Got it.
Not to mention, when people start thinking with the smaller one, this one stops thinking.
Precisely.
But regardless, I like this, having a few little people to hang out with. By the way, your red friend looks interesting.
Oh, Kothar?
Yes. That one.
Yeah, he's super nice. Do you want to talk to him?
He seems a bit preoccupied.
Rowan will turn around. What's Kothar doing?
Kothar.
I just went to find like the biggest like kingpin seat to sit in.
And you're just staring at
lounge.
everybody in here looking like a boss. Just
I'm gonna own my own one day.
regardless, I have to ask you, how did you handle those questions? I heard since Lucian took over the lead of this company that been tedious to earn his favor. He puts in a question that, well, most people, as far as I understand, can't possibly answer.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it wasn't too hard. I think a lot of them were like common sense questions, you know?
I suppose. And she kind of like flicks her wrist, and you notice she has a cigar box drifting over towards you. Pops open. Feel free. On me.
Thank you. And take one. And
Do you smoke?
I'll pass. Thank you.
No worries. She takes one as well, and little flame at her thumb lights it.
do you mind? For
Sure.
being a tiefling, I actually don't have fire magic.
To each their own, I suppose.
Yeah.
Lights it.
I could go first or no.
And she continues having a very leisurely conversation with the two of you, just having a nice small talk, little get together where there's no ulterior motives, there's no reasoning behind the questions, just generally relaxing and enjoying.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Because, like,
She does not seem to have malicious intent as far as you can
okay. It'll kind of relax a bit as I need it.
Now, she is clearly a smart businesswoman, but she does not seem to have malicious intent during this conversation.
Mhm.
And that continues for a while. Chase! Or, I'm
Yes.
sorry, Gabriel. I apologize. We've
That's
skipped
fine.
over Gabriel for a while.
That's fine.
Gabriel, roll me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion, okay.
If you are so inclined to earn a bit more coin here, now that you do have a business benefactor who is allowed to work in the city, Rowan, you may do so. Completely your choice.
Anne seems to be
Relaxing.
relaxing. Gabriel's just sitting back, watching what Kothar is doing.
Kothar is acting like a kingpin. Chase seems to be interested and disinterested in a lot of books.
He's just sitting back and watching everyone.
All right. Just so you know, for future references, if you do wish to work here, you are allowed.
Okay.
So, the conversation between the three of you, continue. Chase, go ahead. What conversation are you having with the unknown person?
Trying to find out if there's work available, and also
How about we just roleplay back and forth through it?
okay,
Work
yeah,
available?
That's fine.
Yes. What field?
And I'm open, but I'm also wondering who has the biggest stake in this town. Who seems to be in charge in our line? What guild? What thieves guild?
Not me. Is their response.
Perfect. Are there any small tasks that need to be done? I'm thinking of being here for a while, but I'm not sure how long.
What quality of work do you intend on doing? Then I can answer better.
I could maybe try to find out information. I can look around.
So reconnaissance only?
Reconnaissance. I might also be willing to dabble in procurement.
Are you proficient with the arcane?
I wouldn't say proficient, but as far as knowledge goes, no. But I can do minimal spells.
How many wish to work?
I believe if my companions are willing to do it, there would be 6 of us.
I only count 5 of you.
Ah, there's one resting.
Do they know of your business?
Not necessarily. But they don't have to know all the details.
Very well. We will have this conversation upstairs. Room 2B. You go
Thank
first.
And Chase goes over to Rowan and are you guys going to be okay down here? I would like to go upstairs for a little bit. I might have something of interest for us later.
The third
but I don't
individual
want-
smiles at you. Hi, Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, go have fun, man. We've earned it, I think.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Julia.
You as well.
And Chase goes to room 2B.
Once you get up there, the door is locked. However, roll your thieves' tools. Oh no, I don't have a key. Oh wait. Thieves' Tools, D&D version of Multipass.
Right.
Multipass?
Multipass. Without even so much as a hesitation at the door, you flick it out, click, 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 chink, and move on through. Once you sit inside of here, it's a very wide open room. It has a bed pushed up against the far side of the wall, a lantern hanging right over to the left-hand side of it. No windows, no other doors, no other pieces of furniture in. However, while the two of you are down here, Julia does lean forward and go, "If you don't excuse me real quick, I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Please get yourself some drinks." And she excuses herself. Heading upstairs, Chase, the door opens, and you see Julia.
I was
Hello.
wondering if you'd. Hello, I was wondering if
You're really gonna do this to N?
OMG.
So, you're looking for good work around here?
Yeah, we'd like to make some coin.
You were asking who's in charge around here. What stake do you have in that? Not a common question. And it's one most people should.
I had heard rumors of the Darkened Society doing business up here or being around here, and I just wanted to check if that was the case or not.
She goes and sits at the bed, just crossing her leg. And I heard that there's a few other guilds getting to do a little bit of business outside of them around.
Good.
Were you looking to work for them?
No.
Then what business do you have with them?
Let's just say I'm not a big fan of how they operate, and I would prefer to stay independent of them.
That's kind of hard to do. Recently, they've started dabbling in a few other fields, mainly the retrieval of artifacts and items that pass through the gates.
Ooh. Are they using the guards?
I don't know.
Hmm.
All I know is they are able to slip in and out of the city at will. Despite the fact that all of the avenues that we previously knew and understood no longer can use.
Interesting.
Well, if you're looking for item retrieval, you'll be competing with them in that field. However, I do pay for it.
Nice. I don't mind a little competition.
This competition for you it wouldn't happen to be personal, would it?
It's getting there.
Big issue with using your feelings when it comes to work. Makes you less worthwhile.
Mm.
To
Like I said, it's
the
getting there.
benefactor of.
Yeah.
However, your friends are waiting for me downstairs. Later this evening, say 1 a.m., if you go to the large moon, there should be whispers happening around there of a particular package that has entered town about 3 days ago, disappeared, and is going to start moving. Find out where it's moving, and if it's moving too quickly before you can tell me, retrieve it. You'll earn yourself a pretty coin.
Sounds good, Julie.
Good. Now, of course, let's keep up the front that we don't know each other. I'm actually enjoying my conversation on my day off. Goes to the door and leaves. She comes downstairs and sits at the couch with the two of you. Sorry about that. Ran into a little hiccup there.
No worries. No worries at all. You know, This is nice. Things have been hectic for a little bit.
Oh, I hear that one. Oof. It's just been one job after another, and then competitors always getting in the way. It's like they just can't allow somebody to remotely compete with them in their field. You know?
Yes, it's I've done a fair bit of traveling. I mean, not anywhere as complex as Deep Yard, but it's like you get to one place and it's one thing and another thing happens, and then
It's tedious.
it is.
Mm.
But that road brought me here, and I don't know. I think I might have a new favorite spot.
It's a decent enough place. They like to stick to their own. And whenever somebody gets a little too heavy on the sauce, they have quite a few precautions. It's actually entertaining when it happens.
Oh, I feel like there's a story here.
Oh, yeah, about 2 weeks ago. So you know Deep Yard's a matriarchy, right?
News to me.
Well, Byro is the seated member who represents us on the council, but the one who sits upon the throne here is... Well, she's a very established... Doesn't like to show her face around town very much. Nonetheless. Because of that, we set up a few precautions around the area. A few people have gotten a little handsy with individuals, and, well... Let's just say it ends with them in a gutter.
Oh, I was gonna ask if they still had hands.
She just looks at you for a moment when you... Roll a charisma check, Ed.
That's not. I was trying to scroll and it,
Yeah, you don't have a -1.
That's a con. God freaking. I can't read. Okay.
It's a charisma check, not a save.
Oh. God.
We'll get there.
It's been
get there.
a week.
It's been a week, yeah, and it's only Wednesday. She looks at you, tilting her head. Where did you hear that story?
Oh, just passing. I happen to have a particular talent for picking up stories.
May I inquire where you heard it?
It's like this small town in the woods. Just I think it's more of a village, really.
Roll me a deception check.
It's honest. I'm just.
It's not. Courteous. I've been wondering where she's been at.
In Enel, kind of like it is in understanding that she's talking about Luna.
You can incite whatever you wish.
Okay. Well.
I mean, she left Deep Yard about 5 years ago or so, after coming back for only 2 years on her previous adventure.
Oh, I see.
Her family's always been pretty powerful in these parts.
Oh, God.
Just a curious thing. You don't need to tell me if you don't want to. I know we're still strangers. She keeps sipping her tea.
We made friends a bit. And,
She's a good friend to have. Oof.
You're telling me, yes.
Oh, no, you don't understand. She's made people go insane in the city. She's broken them mentally.
I could see that. But, you know, it.
There's a section of a ward in a hospital dedicated to her victims. I'm not exaggerating.
No, I I am well aware. One of my talents is being able to read people as well.
Rowan, at this point, you can start inciting who she's referring to. You're like,
Oh,
that
yes.
bitch.
Well, so you know, I like I said, we've made friends, and she seems happy out of the spotlight.
Good for her.
Would like to keep it that way, you know.
Couldn't blame her for it. If I had a opportunity to have as much gold as I needed in my pockets and live outside of the realm of anybody else, I can't say. Well, I would still come to places like this, but different reasons.
Are you a traveler yourself?
No, never really left Deep Yard.
Would you want to, if you had the chance?
I've heard stories about everywhere else, and it seems kind of boring. Not to mention, I know the city, I know the people, I know the make, right places, the wrong places. I like it. I like knowing who and what I'm dealing with.
That's fair enough. I said, I'm from a small town. Everywhere I've been has been interesting, and not knowing is kind of the fun for me.
Goes to each their own. The lovely travels, eh? She holds up her little teacup for her.
And does the same.
For the remainder of the evening, the three of you converse until anybody wishes to do something else, but it is a nice and relaxing first day here in Deep. No threats, nobody coming after you, nobody trying to kill you, nobody being malicious towards you as far as you can tell so far. It's just a place to lay down and rest for at least an evening. This is where we are ending tonight's session. Everybody, thank you very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed yourself. We'll see you next week.